The navigation has confirmed that the parachute has deployed and we are seeing significant deceleration. Skycam maneuver has started. About 20 meters off the surface.
Indeed, space helicopter. Along for the 300 million mile ride with Perseverance is the Ingenuity Mars helicopter. Gauging all of 4 pounds. The little man isn't substantially more than a 4-legged flying camera. More than anything, Ingenuity is an interplanetary experimental drill. Its central design is to demonstrate that a helicopter can fly in Mars' incredibly flimsy climate, an accomplishment that requests dramatically more lift. Consequently, Ingenuity highlights 4 uniquely made carbon fiber sharp edges, masterminded into 2 rotors that turn in inverse ways at around 2,400 revolutions per minute, commonly quicker than a helicopter on Earth. The virus is another test. Evening temperatures on Mars plunge to 90 degrees Celsius, which will push the decency furthest reaches of Ingenuity's segments. The powerlessness to control Ingenuity progressively represents another impediment. While Perseverance moves intentionally along the ground, a flying instrument like Ingenuity makes it difficult to direct with a joystick, since order signals take such a long time to arrive at Mars. Accordingly, Ingenuity will take orders ahead of time. At that point take off generally independently. It is additionally answerable for self-sufficiently charging itself utilizing its sun-oriented board, an errand Perseverance doesn't have to attempt on account of its novel atomic battery. As though being the main item to fly on a removed planet wasn't sufficient, Ingenuity has another errand: observation. The copter conveys a high-goal descending-looking camera that, notwithstanding encouraging it to explore, can review, for instance, the ground promptly over a slope. The objective is to find out possible focal points for the deliberately sluggish Perseverance Wanderer investigation.
Persistence's most conspicuous element is its complex, 7-foot automated arm. Intended to imitate a human limb for instinctive control from Earth. Perseverance's commendable expansion comes total with a shoulder, elbow, and pivoting wrist. It even has a gripper that capacities, however much as could reasonably be expected. As a human hand would, a robotized revamp of the best apparatus Mother Nature at any point invented. Perseverance's arm can arrive at by far most of its science-driven parts, empowering it to proficiently get to its hand instruments, to extricate center examples starting from the earliest stage, minuscule pictures of its environmental factors, and break down the essential arrangement and mineral cosmetics of Martian rocks and soil. Its rotational percussive drill is especially amazing. The modern apparatus, made conceivable partially by Perseverance's turret-like hand, utilizes rotational movement to infiltrate the Martian surface and gather its valuable examples. Outfitted with a combination of boring apparatus for different purposes, including those explicitly for scratching off top layers to uncover subcutaneous regions, one self-fixing framework is kept by the automated arm straightforwardly into assortment tubes. Another of the arm's inspecting gadgets is PIXL, which searches out changes in surfaces and synthetic substances in Martian shakes and soil, with an end goal to distinguish indications of antiquated life. PIXL will contemplate applicant examples to help figure out which ones are the most deductively intriguing focuses for additional assessment. Tirelessness is outfitted with a couple of complex, profoundly definite amplifiers. They are the primary at any point shipped off another planet and offer NASA its first since forever capacity to snoop on our galactic nearby neighbor. Most importantly, the Wanderer will record the whistling Martian breezes, which are famously solid, and whose affinity for kicking up dust really finished a past meanderer's helpfulness by covering its sunlight-based boards irreversibly. Steadiness additionally will tune into, indeed, itself. The smash of its wheels moving across the surface won't just give proof of the meanderers proceeded with reasonability, yet in addition may offer certain understanding into Martian soil peace. Quite. It's conceivable that Perseverance's appearance additionally was distinguished by an individual shuttle. In 2018, NASA handled the InSight test about nearly 3,500 kilometers, 2,200 miles, away. Knowledge includes a seismometer to follow for quakes, or rather, Marsquakes, shaking the ground. Researchers accept there's an opportunity the test may feel Perseverance land on Mars. It would be the main seismic recognition of a known effect on another planet and could uncover more data about the Martian inside, since such waves can help map land includes underground. Tragically, starting at a couple of days before Perseverance's appearance, InSight's abilities were decreased because of residue developed on its sun-oriented boards. Subtleties on whether it heard its sister Wayfarer contact down ought to be accessible soon. To evade the breeze-blown destiny of its archetype, whose sun-based boards were shrouded in soil by a Martian residue storm. Forever deadening it through energy consumption, Perseverance has a novel force-age gadget, an atomic battery. Persistence is controlled by a multi-mission radioisotope thermoelectric generator, MMRTG, gave to NASA by the U.S. Division of Energy. The 99-pound MMRTG changes overheat from the normal radioactive rot of in excess of 10 pounds of plutonium-238 into a consistent progression of power. It will create around 110 watts toward the beginning of Perseverance's main goal, at that point decline a couple of rate focuses each year. The MMRTG likewise charges 2 lithium particle batteries, which are utilized during day-by-day tasks and when the interest briefly surpasses the standard electrical yield levels. This is particularly essential during Perseverance's noteworthy penetrating, soil examining, and assortment activities, which can interest up to 900 watts. Notwithstanding controlling Perseverance, the MMRTG plays out another helpful capacity. Its abundance of warmth will keep the Wanderer's hoard apparatuses and frameworks at decent working temperatures. While blemished, it's a choice to venture up from having a mission be jeopardized by a nasty climate.